Hello, I'm Courtney. In this video, we're going to be exploring maps through direction. This is our non-messy activity and we're going to be making an arrow. Just like this one we made a few days earlier. So what you'll need, a stick. So just go out to the garden or any outdoor space and find a stick that you can use to make your arrow. You'll need some scissors, some soft felt, some wool, and some ribbons or any kind of torn up material like an old t-shirt or anything you can find around the house that you could use. So first, we're going to make our stick nice and colourful by wrapping the coloured wool around the middle. So pick your colour and just cut a nice length of wool. Tie it loosely round and make a small knot just to keep it in place. And then just keep wrapping it round. So when you're near the end, just put your finger in it so you can tie a knot just to keep it in place at the end as well. And once it's tied off, just cut the excess bit off. Lovely, and we're going to repeat that all the way along the stick with different colours. You can use as many colours as you like, and you can make different patterns if you like as well. So I'm just going to tie off the end. And that's the colours for my stick. As you can see, I've gone with a nice warm theme, red, yellow, orange, and then I've got some white wool and just made a crisscross pattern all the way along. So I'm going to cut the last bit off and then we're going to make our arrow head and our feather tail. So for the feather tail, I'm actually going to use ribbons to get that really nice feather effect, or you can use felt like this one here. So get nice long pieces of ribbon and then just tie it around the stick in a double knot and let the two ends just fly out like a feather. Like that. If they're too long, just cut them and keep doing that till you've got a nice feather tail. You can use different colours of ribbon. So I finished tying lots of the different ribbons onto the tail and I'm just going to cut them to make them a little bit shorter and a bit more neater. There we go, that's your tail finished. And then the last thing we need to do is our arrow head. So for this, I'm going to use some soft felt. I'm going to cut two triangles and stick them together. The easiest way to get two identical triangles is to fold it in half and then cut your triangle shape. Lovely, and cut in the middle so you've got two. And then we need to stick them on. So place your stick on top of one. Make sure there's enough space around it. And then we need our PVA glue or stronger glue, whichever you've got in the house. Put some glue on the edges. I'm going to put some across the top just to be safe. And then get your other triangle and stick it over the top. Now, this might take a little while to dry. So just to save you holding it for a long time, you can get some little clips, pop them on, and then your arrow should dry in a few hours maybe, depending on your glue. So that's your arrowhead finished. Once it's dry, you can then play with it as you like. You can take it outside and give it a throw, or you can look at it in front of a big map or with maps and look at the different directions and different paths that you can take exploring a map. Now, we'd love to see your creations at home, so do tag us in any social media photos with #sensoryadventures. And remember to tune into our Sensory Sounds music video so you can enjoy our original song at home, just to make your exploration a little bit more theatrical. You can also sign up to be a sensory explorer and you'll get different resources, some top tips, and of course you'll be the first to hear when every video is released. That's it. Enjoy making your arrows, play with different colours and different materials, and I'll see you next time. Bye.